So what we see here in this example, the question says, find the volume of the cylinder. Round your answer to the nearest tenth if necessary. Use 3.14 for pi. So first off, volume refers to how much stuff, if we were to fill this cylinder up with water, think of like a glass, if we were to fill this up with water, how much water would go into this object here, this glass, or a can of soup, how much soup would fit into this can? So volume just refers to how much space an object can hold or how much space an object takes up. And it says round your answer, use 3.14 for pi. That's going to be important for later. And so first off, we have to know the formula. There's formulas for volume. And the formula for the volume of a cylinder, and you should write this down as a note to keep track and to know for later. The volume of a cylinder is equal to pi times r squared times h. R squared, r is referring to what's called the radius of the cylinder, and h is called the height, okay? So let's go and look at our picture again. If you look at the bottom of this cylinder, you see this like kind of eye-looking shape. That's actually a circle they're kind of drawing here on the bottom. And it looks a little weird because, you know, they're trying to draw a 3D shape with a circle in it. And they're telling you that the radius of that is equal to 3. So we know that my r is equal to 3. And then it's telling you that this direction here, that's how tall your glass is or how tall your can is. That is called your height. So this was my r, this is my h, that's my height. And so my height is equal to 10 inches, and this is also in inches, okay? I take these two numbers, I take 10 and 3, and I substitute them into the equation. So what that ends up looking like, it ends up looking like this. It ends up being pi times 3 squared times 10. Now go back to what we knew pi is. Pi is 3.14. So we can also take pi and we can go 3.14 times 3 squared times 10. Okay, and from here it's best to use a calculator, you know, to do some of this math. I'm going to be using my calculator to do some of this. But first off, I mean, you want to start off with 3 squared. So always start off with the squared, solving that. And so we know that 3 squared is going to equal 9, okay? And now I'm going to punch in the rest of this. I'm going to do 3.14 times 9 and times 10 all on my calculator. So I recommend doing the same for you. And let me just do that real fast. 3.14 times 9 times 10. And we get the answer of 282. So we're right, 282.6. Now it said round to the nearest tenth. This 1 to the right of the decimal, that's the tenths, okay? Now the last step is make sure you label this. So if you go back and look at this, it said inches and inches. This is called inches cubed. You do a little 3 above that. That inches cubed, it means that we found a 3-dimensional shape, and it's referring to a volume, that this is a volume of the cylinder. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this helps. Have a wonderful time on the rest of your practice. Bye-bye.